Hey, people. Good afternoon. How's it going? My name is Michael. I am the representative of Storm Solutions, and I also manage everything through here, MCRC Transportation. We are a trucking company. Also, recording my journey before we do move to Costa Rica in October. Gonna go visit out there in July. Keep on reporting the properties. We got multiple partners. They do real estate in Costa Rica, here in New Jersey. Also got some people in Dominican Republic and Peru. So this is the goal of the company. We are showcasing definitely on the website. We are not selling anything to the Flair community, but preaching and teaching the people about Flair and how you can hit the rich list of Flair and don't be left behind because some people miss out on Bitcoin, some people miss out on XRP, which we too early to hit that rich list, but on Flare we too early. We no banish anything for nobody. We just tell them how to do it, how to go purchase their coins, and prep for the future. We out here about to do a pickup of fresh pineapples out of the port, and yeah, we're gonna listen to some Bagman, my favorite YouTube creator. And thanks to Bagman, we got this truck. We got another truck in Costa Rica, multiple cars. Thank you, Bagman, for the good content throughout the years. You are my number one. And shout out to Bagman. And let's get it. This is what we do. We record our journey until we move to Costa Rica. And from the beaches of Costa Rica, we'll keep on showing you guys our project that can come visit us in Costa Rica anytime. We'll pick you up from the airport. I know extra costs as long as you come from the Flare community or the XRP community. You guys are more than welcome to come visit. Like I said, we'll pick you up for free from the airport. This is created to give out to the people, including telling them how to manage some of this coins before this blows up and a lot of people's gonna be left behind like Bitcoin. I was left behind on Bitcoin because my dad didn't want to sell our property for Bitcoin. We got offered 150,000 or $200 per Bitcoin. That's 7,500,000. Yeah, for Bitcoins. That's over $7 billion when the hype was up at 100K. But let's not cry about anything like that. We are talking about reality, and this is the reality. Let's get some points. Let's get ready for what's coming in the next 3 to 5 years. I'll see you guys in Costa Rica. Enjoy. This is it. It's a pleasure, guys. Let's go. So we're gonna hit play.
XRP last week and tokenization. Like this is a much different level of engagement than we had XRP last week and tokenization. XRP last week and tokenization. Like this is a much different level of engagement than we had
but like we don't even know how much XRP, Cardano, Ethereum, Solana, or Bitcoin the United States government even holds.
They try to shake me out, but I was born ready. Dropping down the price, then I be getting plenty.
Or Candy, New Jersey.
They want all them empty.
Is this a sign that the bottom is close to ending? Bear markets in the crypto space historically conclude and enter into accumulation and bottoming formation once the 2-week MACD has had its 9-week EMA crash. This marked the bottom of the bear market building in 2014, 2018, 2022, and once again, it has occurred in 2026. Crypto clarity is coming. Thanks to Brett French Hill for your leadership in the house on digital asset market structure. So it begins. Digital asset investor, he's right. We don't even know how much XRP the government owns, and we don't know if and how much the XRP escrow is pre-allocated.
And I guess you can totally expect that they knew that whoever won, they could just push harder to that side and do particularly well. But like we don't even know how much XRP, Cardano, Ethereum, Solana, or Bitcoin the United States government even holds. We don't even know what that strategic stockpile is because we can't even get an audit on it.
And a quick reminder, nothing in this video is financial or investment advice. This is for educational purposes only. Bank XRP Cross River showcases the future of finance, bridging the gap between fiat and stablecoin efficiency, scalability, and seamless integration. The financial ecosystem is evolving.
Stablecoin payments is one step toward a whole ecosystem shift. Today, the system is fragmented. You have blockchain on one side, you have fiat on the other. What Cross River is bringing is a bridge to connect the two.
A lot of value is at the intersection, making the two worlds completely the same.
We're very unique in the market in the fact that we can bring a fully regulated bank and we have an amazing technology layer.
The misunderstanding in the current market is that blockchains are a complete alternative to the financial system.
Stablecoin is not here to replace traditional fiat. It's here to extend on different use cases and capabilities that we offer to our clients. We're reimagining every corner of banking.
Meanwhile, breaking, BlackRock warns $150 oil could trigger a global recession.
If there's a cessation of war, and yet Iran remains a threat to trade, a threat to the Straits of Hormuz, then I would argue that we could have years of, above $100, closer to $150 oil.
What happens to the global economy if that happens? How do we see it?
We'll have global recession.
Watcher guru Justin Peter Schiff says we're headed for a full-blown financial crisis. Invest with D Financial Services Chair says tokenization could reshape U.S. capital markets. Says America is at the threshold of a significant transformation.
Good morning. We stand at the threshold of a significant transformation in our financial landscape. Currently, early adoption efforts in the tokenization of assets are changing the ways that securities are issued, traded, and recorded. By leveraging distributed ledger technology to represent financial instruments and their ownership, tokenization has the potential to streamline processes and introduce entirely new ones, promising greater efficiency, transparency, and accessibility. However, as tokenization becomes more prevalent in our capital markets, it raises very important legal and regulatory policy questions. We must ensure that our existing security laws are equipped to govern these modern emerging technologies without stifling the very progress they offer. Today's hearing provides members with an opportunity to identify regulatory gaps and inefficiencies that could create risk or hinder investor protection and orderly market objectives. We must foster an environment that supports growth while maintaining investor protections, which are the bedrock of our system. As we move forward, we must also consider the broader impact of tokenization on market integrity, capital formation, while examining how it can enhance transparency, efficiency for investors, regulators, market participants by upgrading the very certain complex compliance functions themselves. Evaluating this impact will help the committee better understand both the opportunities and the risks associated with this emerging technology. Today's discussion is vital to shaping the future of our capital markets and guiding policy and legislative approaches that can support innovation and the growth of U.S. capital markets while maintaining our position in the world and our strong investor protections. The United States has led the world in financial innovation, and it's essential that we continue to pave the way for future advancements in a manner that are responsible and supported by clear, effective regulatory frameworks. In doing so, we can help ensure innovation serves the broader public interest, strengthens market integrity, and reinforces the United States' continued leadership around the globe in capital markets and capital formation. I look forward to the panel's discussion today, and I yield back the balance of my time.
Digital asset investor Tether is an instrument of the government's plan to maintain the petrodollar standard. So is Bitcoin, crypto.
But he has, and I love Tether, but I don't think anybody has any doubt that Tether is currently fully backed. Right. I think, but 10 years ago, what were they backed by?
Yeah.
Fully backed,
I mean,
so.
Look, Tether is an instrument of the government plan to maintain the petrodollar standard, right?
XAIF crypto, 1.6 trillion. Franklin Templeton's head of digital asset just said XRP isn't just surviving, it's redeploying years of capital into real businesses. Digital nation states don't die, the strongest ones evolve. Ripple is building. Are you paying attention?
Grow. Some of them will grow faster. Some of them may become obsolete. We don't know, but we do know that there's a lot of capital deployed by these legacy chains, and some of those actors like Ripple have really fantastic plans to be able to take that capital that has grown in XRP over time and be able to redeploy that to build, quite frankly, substantial businesses. And they have a lot of money to be able to deploy to make those ends come about.
Oh, absolutely. Breaking institutions are asking about XRP and tokenization, not just Bitcoin, not just ETH, BTC, who?
The fact that they're coming to sessions about crypto, they're engaged and they're asking questions about Bitcoin mining. They're asking about regulations. They're asking about stable coins. I got a bunch of questions about XRP last week and tokenization. Like this is a much different level of engagement than we had 2 years ago. And there's this institutional level of excitement around crypto that we've never seen before. And so
SEC Chair Atkins reveals his relationship with Gary Gensler, declares it's a new day at the SEC. Gary, you still there?
I also have maybe more of a question I want to know about kind of just the relationship with the former SEC chair. Have you had any conversations with Gary Gensler about his time in the SEC and how he handled everything?
Well, I've spoken to him, and that's. But it's now a new day as well, and we are. These things. We're kind of breaking with tradition in a way, and we are. Trying to be upfront about things, and it has been a big shift in the SEC's approach to things. So we want to make things much more clear. Clarity. We're the Clarity Act on the Hill. We're looking forward to that being enacted in whatever form it comes out. So we're happy to work with whatever Congress and the president come up with. So a lot of these things are just these are new novel issues for the SEC to confront, but we've rolled up our sleeves, and we definitely want to confront them and push them forward.
Tokenization and blockchain technology will ensure U.S. capital markets dominate the Web3 world.
Blockchain technology is helping modernize our capital markets. I think we all agree on that. If you think about the history from kind of the ticker to the digital terminal, each leap in communications breakthroughs expanded access, improved efficiency, and reduced costs. But history also shows us that regulatory hostility can stall innovation and weaken American leadership in this space. Our capital markets have long been the envy of the world and led because we've consistently upgraded both our market infrastructure, but also importantly, upgraded our rule books. And that means providing clear rules of the road for innovators developing new base layer technologies and applications, as well as some integrators combining those tools with, in some cases, centuries of market expertise. If we get this right, I think we can uphold the core principles of capital formation, liquidity, and investor protection while making the regulatory upgrades needed to sustain them in a rapidly evolving financial system.
Blockchain backer bear markets in the crypto space historically conclude and enter into accumulation and the bottoming formations once the 2-week MACD has its 9-week EMA crash to the lows, the orange area, 2014, 2018, 2022. It has occurred once again in 2026, and it marked the bear market. Bottoming, hit that likey, smash the subscribey. If you've been chosen, I'm not chasing wealth. Wealth is already chose me. And the longer it takes, the higher we keep climbing on that XRP. Rich list top 10% holder 2,208 XRP. Smash some likes and subscribers on the way out to help boost those algos. We'll see you at the tippy top. Check the links in the description. Later. Glitches.
But yeah, people, that's it. Back, man. That's what changed my life, to be honest. Not lying, not saying nothing crazy. Literally, that's what happened. I listen to him every day for the past 4 or 5 years. And we did listen. And like I said, he bought this truck, he bought the other one, 2 cars. And more than welcome back, man. Whenever we hit Costa Rica, you got a spot in our property, brother. God bless for everything you're doing for the communities out here. Because if it wasn't for you, to be honest, a lot of people would be sleeping. They're still sleeping. But some of us are paying attention. Some of us are listening to legal perspectives. Who else? Crypto Maximus. But to be honest, XRP bag, that's it. 12 minutes a day. It will change your life forever. That's it. We did listen. So, fix it real quick. Yeah, this is what we do for a living, guys, every day. Truck, make money, listen to digital news, and that's why we're so bullish. And we are getting prepped for the RWA. We're gonna start a course this upcoming month for tokenization. We're just waiting for the Clarity Act to happen, and we're bullish, super bullish. And like I said, we don't sell nothing here. We just tell people how to invest in XRP and Flare for the containers. Their whole generations from now on. Thank you guys. A pleasure. Later.